We all got problems and we all go through it. Only time I forget is when I make music. After the studio, it's right back to it.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy XJotty. We are back with another banger video for you guys today. And hopefully you guys are having an amazing day, because I know I am. So this video is going to be another life story, but it's not like a specific life story. It's kind of like an experience. And this is going to be the time I went to rehab. And the crazy part about this is that 4 years ago today was my first day in rehab. It's kind of crazy how time flies. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy. It feels like almost yesterday that this happened. But it is pretty crazy, and I want to kind of share my experience. I was in rehab for multiple months. I was there from December until April. So it was a long experience, but there was a lot of crazy stories that happened while I was there, and I kind of want to share it with you guys. I have talked about some of these on stream before, but I haven't told all of them, so I kind of want to do that in this video. Also, if you guys don't follow me on Twitch, make sure you guys do. Top link in the description. I've been doing early streams on there the past couple of days, and I appreciate those that have come out to them. And for those wondering, our YouTube ban, we're down to about 68 days, which is also kind of crazy, man. Time really does fly. I remember, dude, that feels like yesterday we got banned. But we do have about 68 days remaining till we can stream again. And I appreciate all you guys that are sticking with me, because when we come back with the streams, it's going to be lit. But either way, let's get right into this. So basically, like I said, it was December 9th that I got sent to rehab. Obviously, today is December 10th. It was my first day there. But yesterday marked 4 years that I got sent to rehab. I was 14 years old. It was crazy, man. So I remember when I first got there, it was like a really intimidating experience, because not a lot of people at 14 get sent away from their home and, you know, have to live with a bunch of strangers. And especially the fact that I was 14, a lot of people were older than me. And so I was pretty young for being there. So when I first got there, I was put into a unit that's called YMEC. Now, basically what this is a 30-day program. And then after this program, you get evaluated, and they decide whether you go home after 30 days or you get sent to a place called YMEC. It's on the same campus, but it's just another building. And then if you get sent to YMEC, that's like a 4-month program. Some people stay a little longer, some leave a little earlier. But for the most part, that's an extended 4-month program that you stay there. So I remember my first couple of nights there, like, it was really crazy. I was just trying to figure everything out, because this kind of came out of the blue. Like, nobody told me that I was really getting sent here. It just kind of happened. And it was really crazy, man. So the first couple days, you know, I was just getting, you know, settled and figuring my ways out, and, you know, just, you know, feeling the place out. That's kind of like what I do when I, like, am in an environment that I don't know. I just kind of like feel it out. I like keep to myself. I remember like 1 week into me being there, I have ended up getting a roommate. At first I didn't have a roommate, but I ended up getting one, and this kid was crazy. So not only when this kid first came in, the first thing that he said, when people come in from intake, we normally do a group with the whole entire unit. We sit in a circle, we go around, we say like one thing about ourselves, we tell them our names and that kind of stuff. It's kind of like, you know, just a welcoming thing. And literally, this kid, he says his name, and then he says that he snuck in LSD while he came in through intake. So immediately right when he says this, like, the whole unit goes crazy. They start searching our rooms. They start searching everything. Like, this kid literally could have not said anything more stupid when he came in. So eventually they search everything. Like, they search him like 50 times, and eventually they find nothing, and I guess he was just joking about it. But this kid was tweaked out. And I remember the first night that he was my roommate, we were just laying in bed, and like, I wasn't really trying to talk to him. He was like really just out there. Like, I don't know if you ever seen somebody like that does crazy drugs, and they're just like, their brain is fried. That's pretty much like what this kid was. Like, his brain, you could just tell he was fried out of his mind. Then I remember we went to sleep, and that morning we woke up, and he looks over at me from his bed, and I looked over at him. No homo, by the way. And yo, this kid literally is like, yo, are we at a NASA training program? Like, this kid literally thought we were at a training program for like NASA to go to space or something. It was the weirdest thing. So honestly, I didn't really know what to say to him, and I was just like, nah, bro, we're just in rehab. He ended up getting sent to the psych ward like a week later, because he was just really crazy, and he just kept saying some dumb shit about how he snuck acid in. Now, I was also in here for Christmas, and Christmas was like, it was lit, but at the same time, it was like hella shitty, because obviously, you know, we couldn't be home with our family. So, you know, we just had to make the best of what we had. And I remember on Christmas, like, we came down and they had like all these gifts under a tree, and like low-key I was hella hyped, bro. I was like, yo, we got gifts. And then we opened our gifts and they just gave us some socks, and it was kind of like a hard L. But the best thing about Christmas was honestly the fact that they got us Dunkin' Donuts, because coffee there, obviously like everyone there is like a bunch of drug fiends, like, you know, they just want to get high. So like we were so limited in what coffee we could get. Like we only got 1 cup a day, and they brought these big ass boxes of Joe's in and a ton of donuts. And it was just crazy. We could drink as much coffee as we wanted. Low key, I think the day they brought in those donuts, that's when I knew I wanted to be a baker. So after my 30 days in that program, I had my evaluation, and they told me I was going to be staying for another 4 months, which like, dude, it was a total blow. I so thought I was going home. Like I was hella good there. I didn't do anything. I just like kept to myself, and I remember they told me I was staying for another 4 months, and I was so tilted. So honestly, for like a week straight, I was just a massive dickhead to everybody there. Like, no lie, bro. I was just a massive dickhead. I was so salty that I was not going home. So I got moved to this YMEC program, and basically there, like, it was a lot more lenient, and it was a lot more chill. We could do a lot more. And also we got home passes occasionally. Like we could go out for 24 hours and then we would have to come back. So in the program, we basically, like, I had 1 roommate, but we shared a bathroom with another room, and there was 2 people in that room. So in a way, it was kind of like there was 4 of us together, and we were connected by a bathroom. So I remember this one time, my roommate, he got a home pass and he had to go home for the weekend. And yo, no joke, me and these other 2 kids, we were like, yo, let's do some dumb shit, because this kid was hella annoying. Like, he was the most annoying kid. Like, there's this hot tub there that is used for people that are detoxing from drugs, so they can like sit in it, because they get like heat flashes and that kind of stuff. So they use it to sit in it. He literally stole the key, and for a week we were on lockdown, and we couldn't do anything. We couldn't go outside, we couldn't go to rec or anything, because this kid wanted to steal the key, and then he never owned up to it, and eventually they found it in his room. So we were like, we need to get some sweet revenge on this kid and do something stupid. So we decided that while he was on his home pass, we were gonna take a shit, put it in his pillowcase, and leave it there. I remember when this kid came back from his home pass, he laid in his bed, and yo, he was like, it smells like shit, bro. And bro, it's so funny because he didn't notice for like an entire day. He slept on that pillow, bro. It was the funniest thing ever. Like, low-key, I know it sounds really fucked up, but honestly, like, this kid was such a dickhead that he deserved it. And plus, I was a pretty immature kid back then, and, you know, it was pretty boring there, so we had to entertain ourselves somehow. So, it was pretty funny, and, like, the next day, we eventually told him that there was a shit in his pillowcase. Honestly, though, he was pretty cool about it. Like, he could have, like, got us in so much trouble, but he didn't. But, like, overall, it was pretty fun, man. Like, not gonna lie, it's definitely an experience. Like, let's put it that way. It's like, not a good situation to be in, but it was like interesting, and it was crazy, like the things we would do to like just make the best of it, you know what I mean? Because there's really nothing to do there, you know? You kind of just sit there. We have groups every couple days and that kind of stuff. I remember we had school, and basically the school there, we did it for like 2 hours a day, and it was kind of like online school, but we did have this one teacher, and honestly, like, he was hella funny, bro. Like, I feel like it was the type of teacher that's like, I feel like he's like been through some shit, so like he could relate to us, and he was hella funny. Like, he would set kids straight so quickly. And obviously being there for a long period of time, like sometimes we would get like new staff people that would come in, and it would be hella funny because they would literally be terrified, and you could feel it. I mean, like, the people that had been there for a while, like, they don't put up with shit, so we couldn't really like mess around that much. Some of them were chill, but you know what I mean. And then sometimes we get like new staff people, and like kids would be the savagest things like I've ever seen. And I remember this one guy that worked on our night shift. Like, he was the night shift guy, and he was hella chill, bro. He would literally let us like get 4 cups of coffee. I mean, he probably could have gotten so much trouble for this, but he would give us like 4 cups of coffee. He would bring in like candy and this type of shit. It was hella chill. Like, he was my guy. I remember one time it was like 3 in the morning and I couldn't sleep, and like every 10 minutes they do room checks to make sure that we're, you know, in our rooms and nobody's escaped or anything. And I remember this one time it was like 3 in the morning, I couldn't sleep, and he came in, bro, and I was like, dude, I can't sleep. He literally brought me down to the kitchen, and we were just watching movies and shit. Like, bro, I honestly forgot I was in rehab. Probably the worst experience though there was the fact that I ended up getting the flu like my 2nd month there, and since I had the flu, obviously I had to be contaminated from everybody there, so I was literally put in a room by myself. It was like isolation basically, and I couldn't leave my room at all for like weeks, and it was the worst thing ever. Like, it was literally so ass. It literally, like, it drove me crazy, bro. I literally, like, I can't even explain it. I went crazy in there. Like, I was just in a room by myself, and I couldn't leave it at all. Like, 24 hours a day I was in there. That was probably the shittiest experience. Like, honestly, mentally, that sucked, bro. Like, that drove me crazy. But other than that little experience, it was pretty fun, man. Like, it was chill, and like I said, it was definitely an experience. And obviously, I've been to rehab multiple times. So the second one was like a real shitty rehab. Not that this one was like super nice, but it was pretty nice. Like, rehab-wise, it was pretty nice. The other one that I went to was hella shitty. I might make a life story on that one too, because there was some crazy experiences there. But anyways, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like rating. Smash that sub button if you haven't already. Also, like I said, follow me on Twitch, link in the description. I'll be streaming over there. And like I said, I've been doing pretty early streams. It has been your boy XJotty though. If you guys did enjoy this video, I will see you guys on the next one. And peace.